Let's see what I got. Hey guys, welcome back to the Bargain Collector. I'm Justin Ramon Thinney. Come on in, kick your feet up, hit the like, and definitely hit the subscribe. It is a good day to be me because my little haul from Lionsgate Limited just came in, and I am anxious to show you what I got. That's the order slip. Just confirming what's in the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? All right. Look at this, guys. Let's see what's in here. Let's see what's popping. Let's see what's popping. So first, this is one I've been looking to get my hands on. Can you see it? The Descent reprint. I had to end up getting the reprint because when this one came out, it sold out during the pre-order stage. So many people bought this that I completely missed out. And then we circle back to this Father's Day sale, and they send out the notification that they did a reprint and these are back in stock. And this was probably the first thing I added to my cart. It just had to be done. I loved this movie, The Descent. And it's one of the few movies that didn't need a sequel, but they made one and the sequel was pretty good. So I hope that at some point the sequel actually gets a 4K steelbook as well through Lionsgate Limited, because they did such an amazing job on the design of this. I don't know how much you can see it because my ring light keeps throwing a glare on there. But pretty cool. It's still in a wrapper. I'm, not one of those people that literally tries to peel the plastic off on camera. That would take a while, and I don't think anybody wants to watch me do that anyway. The other film that I picked up was King of New York. Have you guys seen this? I watched this movie back when it first hit VHS. And I don't think I've watched it since. I think that there have been times when every once in a while I'll come across somebody's movie lists that are talking about whatever inner city movies or drug movies or prison, but whatever the lists are. Usually King of New York is on that list, and they always play some scene from the film that corresponds to that list. But it's a great film from what I remember. And I've always wanted to own it, but for some reason just never did. So to see it on sale during the Lionsgate Limited sale, for me, it was a no-brainer. Like, it was an absolute no-brainer. I picked this thing up. I don't even know what I paid for, maybe $20 on sale on the Lionsgate Limited Steelbook. I mean, come on. Now, this one, funny enough, of all the movies, I was originally finishing my order and I only had 4 movies. And then I found out that essentially you could actually add another title, because I was on the fence about it, but I saw where you could add another title and it would qualify for free shipping. And then when you do the math on it, it's like they want to charge you, I think it's $8 for shipping. And this ended up being about $20. So all I did was add another 12 and I got another 4K steelbook. For me, it was a no-brainer to go ahead and do that. I mean, that's a hell of a bargain, right? What film is that? Daybreakers. And can you see this? Like, it's a lenticular cover, if I can get it to focus without, look at that. That's pretty cool, right? I really loved this film back in the day. Such a unique take on vampires, like where essentially they are now the populace of the world and regular people are the ones who are kind of living underground. And it's a pretty interesting take on vampire lore. It was pretty cool. So this was a great opportunity for me to pick it up. I never owned it on 4K. Really, none of these I've ever owned. So it was really good to come across them in a Lionsgate limited sale and pick them up for a little bit of nothing. Freaking awesome. And then this one is a long awaited movie to hit 4K. And I mean, there was no better reason to buy it than it was freaking close to $20, I think, after the discount, which was Kevin Smith's Dogma on 4K. I I I don't know if I would go as far as to call it my favorite Kevin Smith film, but it's up there. I would, I know people like to judge people based around movies they really like, but for me, one of the films that I really, really liked, I haven't watched it in years, so maybe my tastes have changed. I'm not sure. But from my recollection, the movie of his that I loved the most was Chasing Amy. And when I saw Dogma in theaters, I put this right behind Chasing Amy. Will I shift that around? Well, I'll have to see Chasing Amy today and then, watch this after and see if that opinion still holds true. But for me, I always put Dogma in number 2, and I've always considered it a rewatchable film. So I'm glad that I own this on 4K now. And last but not least, this is a film that I owned before, and I don't own it now, but I owned it before. I had it in maybe VHS, or was it DVD? Either VHS or DVD. And I even remember then it wasn't that great of an image. But to find it in 4K and to find it at the price I did, which I think came out to maybe $24, a hell of a bargain for Battle Royale. One of the coolest films that I've ever seen. I love this movie, and I haven't seen it in forever. I just remember if you take all of these kids and put them on an island and they all have to pick each other off one by one, and you realize that you begin to like a lot of the characters and know that only one of them can survive. Like movies like this, as well as the Belko Experiment. I love that aspect of it being a solid ensemble where, yeah, you're going to have some that you really like, but then there are going to be some that you hate. And then some that you realize are just batshit crazy. And you throw them all out there and you say only one of them can survive. Just such a cool idea. And you don't know who to root for because they don't force you to like anybody. They don't force you to hate anybody. They took a bunch of kids with wild personalities, threw them on the island and said, go at it. Just a really, really cool film. Love this film. So glad I picked it up. So of the films I got Battle Royale, I got Dogma, Daybreakers, King of New York, and The Descent. And I think all in all, I paid what, $120, I think, after taxes and everything, $120 for all of these titles. That's crazy. That's crazy. Any day of the week, I'll take that bargain. Show me the next sale. To be honest, I don't even know what else I would grab from them. I think at this point I have my eye on, as I said, Scream 4, which that one wasn't part of the deal this time. and the whole bloody affair. As a pre-order, that's obviously not part of the deal, but I think the next sale they both should be, and those will be two titles that I freaking snatch up like this. I am super excited to open these up and actually watch them. But I want to hear from you guys. Did you take advantage of the Lionsgate Father's Day sale? And if you did, what the hell did you get? Like, leave it right down in the comments. And by the way, don't click off just yet, because starting this Saturday or next Saturday, I don't know, but starting one of these Saturdays, it's going to be Subscriber Saturdays, where you guys will all be entered into a drawing, and I will pick a name of a lucky subscriber to send different titles from my bargain hunting that I don't add to my library. All of those titles will be up for grabs. All you have to do is subscribe to the page. And once we reach 100 subscribers, I am going to hold a drawing. I'm going to let you guys know. All you have to do is reply down in the comments and say which movie you want. I'll pick a person and I will send that movie to you absolutely free of charge. You don't have to pay for the movie. You don't have to pay for the shipping. It is all yours. All you have to do is like and subscribe and share it so other people like and subscribe so we hit 100 subscribers. That is all you have to do. And the movie is yours. Until next time, keep finding good films at great prices.